controversial Security Laws Amendment Bill 2014 was finally tabled for second reading and debated for 2 chaotic hours that saw opposition and Jubilee members of Parliament engage in a heated debate. The bill initially received opposition, thus members voted electronically to have it tabled for second reading after MPs questioned its constitutionality. When Speaker Justin Muturi overruled their concerns and directed that the bill is properly before the House, debate kicked off, only for drama to erupt when members were divided over okaying it for third reading.
The mover will be called upon to reply. As many as that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it.
The Security Laws Amendment Bill 2014, which targets to review 21 statutes, however, is now headed to the Committee of the Whole House, where members are at liberty to introduce amendments to contentious clauses. The opposition, in rejecting the bill, cites proposed amendments to Section 12 of the National Police Service Act to give the President powers to appoint, with the approval of Parliament, the Inspector General and Commissioners of the National Police Service Commission. Mid this year, the National Assembly amended the same section to compel the President to constitute a selection panel within 14 days once a vacancy in the office of the IG occurs.
I saw this coming when attempts were made early in the year to change the National Police Service Act and the National Police Service Commission Act. The intention was to weaken the National Police Service Commission and entrench the office of the Inspector General of Police.
In what the National Security and Administration Committee Chair Asman Kamama says is enhancing the fight against terrorism, the bill also proposes to remove the security of tenure of the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, saying they would give the President a free hand to crack down on inept security chiefs. Majority Leader Eden Duale further proposed to introduce amendments that will accord the President powers to sack the 2 Deputy Inspector Generals.
And the problem that we must address is that our security apparatus, and particularly those in charge of enforcing security in Kenya, have not mutated in tandem with the mutating trends of terrorism and crime.
The bill is reviewing, among other laws, the Registration of Persons Act to give the Director of Registration of Persons powers to revoke the identity card of any person deemed as a security threat and publish their names in a gazette notice. An amendment to the Evidence Act will allow electronic and recorded material, video and teleconferencing to be used as evidence in court. Revision of the Prisons Act gives the Commissioner of Prisons powers to detain offenders deemed to have committed a serious offense. It further proposes imprisonment to a term not exceeding 20 years of any person who advocates, incites or facilitates an act of terrorism.
I would like all of us to reflect to the time when this house and its environs became ungovernable, when all of us were referred to as MPs within Parliament. So I believe, Mr. Speaker, members of this House and Kenyans who care about our own security and our dignity as Kenyans will be happy if people do not demonstrate all over the country.
Among the 21 statutes that the Security Laws Amendment Bill proposes to amend is the Penal Code, Public Order Act, Criminal Procedure Code, Firearms Act, Prevention of Terrorism Act, Refugees Act, Civil Aviation Act, Labour Institutions Act, Kenya Airports Authority Act, the Extradition Act, among others. Marion Kanari reporting for the Bill Tracker.